we are trying out coffee spots in Vegas for you guys so you don't have to go through the pain of finding a good coffee spot. I'm not gonna go to the main ones that I already know because I feel like they're very mainstream, at least in Vegas. It's like Vesta, Mothership. I'm not saying those are bad at all. Those are both really good.
Trying new places today.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one coffee at each place and then we'll share it so we can do multiple coffees in one day. Okay, first coffee shop. Coffee was really good, but it's kind of like a sit-down cafe thing. I don't think.
Yeah, it wasn't like a grab-and-go coffee. We didn't know, but
it was okay. The food there, just skip. Don't get food, just get the coffee and go. We're at this other coffee shop. It's called ESPRESSION. But the parking situation,
terrible.
It's already knocking down some points. So. Okay, got the coffee. The ambiance in there was lacking. And the coffee.
Also lacking.
Yeah.
So far.
So far we haven't found a good one. Maybe Vesta and Mothership are good for a reason, or like hyped for a reason.
Yeah, babe.
It's a week later. We decided to go get coffee. We went to Bad Owl. It was really cute. It's kind of in a building, like an office building, but I like the ambiance. I would give the ambiance like a 4.
4, minimal seating.
Coffee, I got a regular latte. I'm doing this at every single one. He got like a signature latte. His was really good. Mine, it wasn't as good as the first one that I got, but it is still pretty good. Like, it doesn't get that much better than this.
Mine is very sweet. Got the Biscoff with oat milk. And
his is really good. Overall, like an 8.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8.
Yeah.
Solid.
So next one we're going to is Dragon Alley.
Dragon Alley Coffee Co.
Yeah, it's closer to like the arts district, not as much Fremont, but still downtown.
I know food is not a part of this, but their food does look really good here.
It looks really good online. So far, off to a good start. I'm kinda
way
excited.
better than the last time.
Yeah. So day 3, we're going to Golden Fog. We've actually been here before, but it was like right when they opened and it was not that good. So we're gonna give it another shot. And we'll get another one right after.
Where are we going after?
No idea.
Okay.
Brandon's is like not very good. I didn't like it.
Kind of regret it, but
It's like
still drinkable.
artificially sweet, is what it tastes like? Yeah.
Yeah, not natural sweet.
I just got the latte and it's good. It tastes exactly like Vesta's, which is weird that I can taste that, but it's good. Like, I'm not complaining. I'm gonna drink it. Maybe a little bit too much milk. So after doing all those coffee runs, I decided the best way to go about it was to make a tier list on all the coffee shops I've been to and just give you guys my overall opinion and whatnot. I made a list. Let me pop it up. Okay, so I made this list. As you guys can see, it is all the coffee shops that I know of. If there's others, I'm so sorry you're not on here. Please let me know. Top tier is you can find me here. This is where I'm going. If I'm saying I'm going to a coffee shop, you can probably find me here at one of these. And then second one is I'll go if I'm hungry. Like the coffee's okay. It's not my favorite coffee, but the food's really good. So I'm gonna have some coffee and food at the same time. And then third one is just get the coffee and leave immediately. Like there are no vibes, no ambiance. There is absolutely nothing besides coffee at this coffee shop. And then fourth tier is just why. I think that one's self-explanatory. Okay, let's get started. First one on here, Dragon's Alley. This place was really good. The seating area, like there's not much seating, so that's kind of like a turn off for me if I want to go and work at this coffee shop. But they do have good spam musubi and their menu just looks really good. So I'm gonna put this one, I'll go if I'm hungry, but I'm not gonna go do work there, if that makes sense. So Bad Owl, I accidentally put it on here twice, so we're just gonna move them both. And this one, the only issue I have with it, the coffee was delicious, but the only issue is like there's not much seating, so if it gets busy, you might not have seating. But it was like comfortable seating. I would definitely go work here. We're gonna put this one in You Can Find Me Here. And I think this one was the only one I found on this journey that I loved. So next one we have Bungalow, and this one is really cute. I obviously didn't go during this trip, but I have gone here a few times. Their food is really, really good. They have a lot of like healthy options, and their coffee is good. The only complaint I have about this coffee is the ice, like little tiny ice cubes, and they melt in like 2 minutes. So that is literally the only complaint I have about this place. So I'm gonna put it in I'll go if I'm hungry. Sorry, but maybe they should get different ice. So next one was MTO. This one, it's obviously a cafe, it says in the title, but I didn't know that it was gonna be mostly cafe. And there's actually one in Summerlin, which is where I live, and I have been there before, but I just didn't connect the names for some reason. I don't know. And the coffee was so good. I don't know what they put in it. Probably the best coffee out of all of these places, which is so sad because I would not go there and like sit down or get their food. So I'm gonna put get the coffee and leave, even though the coffee was so good. And I'm probably gonna go get their coffee again to see if it was like that one time or if their coffee is just delicious. Next one is Mothership. The ambiance is so good. Oh, and I'm only talking Mothership at Ferguson's. That's the only one I've actually ever been to. But the ambiance in downtown is just unmatched. It's like indoor and there's also outdoor seating. There's little shops around. This is like 10 out of 10 ambiance, and their coffee is really good. So this one, as most people know, you can already find me here. And then this next one was the last one we went to, Golden Fog. The coffee was good, not the best, but it was cute, but it was a little busy, and I honestly don't know where to put this one because they didn't have food. They had little pastries from what I remember. The ambiance was fine, like I would hang out there. It definitely wouldn't be my first choice. I'm gonna put it in this one just because Vesta is right next to it, and I would much rather go to Vesta to work. The coffee tastes the same, but I don't know, maybe like you have your preference. And to me, it's kind of like, why did you pick that location when there's a coffee shop right next to you? I think that's why I'm gonna put it in why. I just feel really bad because it's not bad, and especially compared to this next one. That one's definitely tentative. Don't be mad. Okay, next one. I have a lot of questions about this one. This was immediately going into why. There was no parking. I walked in and there was literally no one there. I thought they were closed or something, and I accidentally like walked in because there was like a wet floor sign and like the rug was flipped over, and then some guy walks in and he was like, oh hey, and he obviously looked like a barista. The guy was super cool, and yeah, but the coffee was not good, and I would definitely not go there in any desperate measures. I don't understand why it's still up and running. So, and then this last one is actually the first coffee shop I went to when I moved to Vegas, and it was the first one that had oat milk. So for that, I have to say you can find me here. The only issue with Vesta is it is like popular, so it's kind of always busy. It's very rare when it's not busy, which is sad. But overall, I feel really bad for Golden Fog. I feel like I have to fix something. I'm just gonna put it under get the coffee and leave immediately because the coffee is good, but I wouldn't hang out there. So I think this looks pretty solid to me. This is kind of overall. Bad Owl is on there twice, so there's 3 places where you can find me, and then the other ones are depending on the situation.